school teacher, has worn a bikini for the first time in her life after losing 210 pounds, 15 stone, and having 10 pounds of excess skin removed. Mallory Buettner, 29, from Quinte West, Ontario, Canada, underwent a gastric bypass 2 years ago after her weight reached almost 400 pounds, 28 stone, helping her to shrink to 187 pounds, 13 stone. On June 30th, to complete her transformation, Mallory had a tummy tuck and brachioplasty to remove 10 pounds of loose skin from her stomach and arms, having never worn a bikini before, even in her own garden hot tub. The delighted teacher celebrated by purchasing 5 new two-pieces. But the super slimmer paid a price for her new body, including surgery complications, and having to call off a wedding to her ex-fiancé who she said struggled with her new life. Now the brave brunette is opening up about life after going under the knife to encourage other weight loss hopefuls to ask for help. Mallory said, "I had never worn a bikini in my life, and I had dreaded putting on a bathing suit even in my own hot tub in the backyard. I live in a bikini now. I wear one every day. I am a bikini bum." After the surgery, "I went out and bought 5 bikinis. For the first time I feel like the outside matches the inside." Mallory's weight has been an issue her entire life. At just 10 years old she had reached 200 pounds, 14 stone, which ballooned to 285 pounds, 20 stone, at 18. By the time she graduated university aged 20, Mallory tipped the scales at 367 pounds, she said. "I was always bigger. I have an older sister and we have always eaten similar foods, but she was always a normal size. At school I was the biggest kid in the class. I was age 8 years old the first time I went on a diet. My mom always made an effort to feed me lean meals but when I was little, but I liked to eat chips, pizza and pop. Then at high school I drank a lot of iced coffees and ate McDonald's. When nothing else worked, Mallory turned to the Dr. Bernstein diet for help, she said. It was an extreme diet where I ate only 500 to 800 calories a day. It was terrible, but I lost 80 pounds and I was so happy." However, the program cost $600 a month and was no longer affordable when Mallory bought a house. As she increased her meals to 1,500 calories a day, her metabolism struggled to burn the added intake, and she began to pile on the pounds. She said, "That type of restriction is really so hard on your body. When I tried to have a more balanced diet with whole foods, it just began to creep back on. I had a meltdown in my doctor's office and that was when they recommended surgery. I hated the idea at first. I thought I didn't need surgery, it seemed like the easy way out. I thought I could lose weight again naturally as I had done it before. I was so upset and I rang my sister crying. She was so supportive and told me to go for it. She knew I had always eaten well and tried to be active but nothing was working. In the end, I had to swallow my pride, after years of failed diets." Mallory gave in to doctor's recommendation and following a consultation in November 2013, booked RNY surgery for the following May. However, in a twist of fate, the newly engaged young woman was forced to choose between her health and her husband-to-be. She said, "I was engaged at the time. The surgery was scheduled for 2 months before the wedding. He wasn't supportive and liked things the way they were. I think he thought I wouldn't love him after I lost weight. We called off the wedding days before the date and never spoke again. It was the hardest thing but I had to choose to be happy. We both moved on and I hope he is happy." The surgery was a success and for the first 6 months post-op, Mallory shed 20 pounds, 1.5 stone, a month. She quit carbs for 12 months and even now continues to eat meals from a bread plate for portion control. Mallory said, "It just shows how desperate I was. I just couldn't do it by myself. I think that's why I have been so open with it because I know how hard it is to ask for help. When you are fat, you can't hide. It's not a flaw you can hide. Everyone sees it. The world is judging you and you feel so alone. Everyone thinks you are lazy or you just don't care. I had to ask for my help and that's not something I should, or anyone should, feel ashamed of. Over the last year, Mallory hit 187 pounds, 13 stone, where she plateaued for 4 months. At her goal weight, she decided to complete her amazing transformation by having her excess skin removed. Mallory had an extended abdominoplasty which removed 10 pounds of skin from her stomach, as well as having 14 inches of skin removed from elbows down to her ribs.